Hello, my name is Ben Lister and welcome to my podcast here on YouTube. And today's podcast is a podcast I did back in April, and it was a new podcast called the BL and Friends podcast. I'll have some more podcasts, chat box podcasts later on in the week, but I'm just waiting on a few things first. But in the meantime, here's my first BL and Friends podcast with my good friend Daniel Smith. Please like, subscribe, and all that stuff and all that good stuff. Hopefully, talk on the other side. BL out. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new podcast. I am still Ben Lister, but I started on a new website and a podcast with some of my closest friends. This is a brand new podcast. This is a pilot. And I'm talking to some of my closest friends about their hobbies and lifelong loves and lifelong passions and what they love and the said topic. And today's first topic is about films. So I had to reel out an expert at films, and he knows a bit about radio as well. And it's a good friend of mine. And there's only one man for the job, and it's of course a close friend of mine and a good friend, Mr. Daniel Smith. Hello, Daniel. Welcome along.
Thank you, King Lister. Happy to be here.
You're welcome, sir. There's only one man for the job.
Absolutely. If you need anyone, then just call up on me.
Are you ready to talk some films today?
I want to say one thing. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot, mate. Go for it.
Let's do it. Let's go for it. You ready to rumble in the jungle?
I'm ready to do about anything. Even do a skydive.
In the words of Rocky Balboa, let's go for it.
Go for it. Absolutely.
That's good. Question 1.
Okay.
What's your favourite movie / TV series, and who's your favourite director in film and TV series? Go for it. Take the floor.
Well, it's a bit of a hard question, but if I had to choose, it would certainly be Godzilla of 1998, favorite monster movie. And whereas favorite TV show, probably Sons of Anarchy.
Fair enough. Why do you like the Sons of Anarchy, Daniel? What makes it a good TV series for you?
Well, mainly because of my newfound interest for motorcycles, especially Harley Davidson, but also some of the best casting members to have ever been seen through those 7 seasons, including Ron Perlman himself. I absolutely love the guy.
So do we all.
True legend.
Question 2. What makes a good film or TV series for you?
I suppose it depends on the type of quality, how interesting it gets. If, for instance, Avengers, those are real good quality. TV series was like Primeval, for example. I enjoy watching those since I was like, I think 10 years old.
Yeah.
But there's something about it that's really an amazing story.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and it tells different stories about their backstories and their characters.
Absolutely. Most certainly.
Second question, why do you love films so much? Third question, sorry.
Well, good thing you asked that, because ever since I was a young lad, they've been a big part of my life. Probably a massive part, I think. I just feel like at one with any film. From how my mind is, it's as if like there's another world within my mind. But I think because of films, it makes me feel part of that.
Yeah, that's brilliant answer, Dan. Yeah, it makes you feel like you're in the film and you want to be part of the film.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I do.
As a film reviewist, how has COVID affected your film/cinema experience?
Rather quite massively. I mean, I know that me and another best friend of ours, Mr. Joshua Dove, we both had great plans for last year until the virus showed up and ruined everything. But
What
who can
film
say?
were you and him most looking forward to?
Let's see. The newest Bond film, for stars. That one was probably looking forward to the most. I think.
Because it's been pushed back by another year and a half, which is disappointing.
Massively disappointing, especially for true Bond fans.
Like yourself.
Aye, but not just me. Mr. Dove, and of course, you.
Of
As a Bond.
course.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a brilliant franchise, Bond.
To be fair, I've not seen any of the classics, but I do, however, have the whole box set. They're always there for watching, so I got plenty of time in the world.
Yep, it's brilliant.
I think right now for me, Craig fits in as top one, but I think once I watch the other films, that might change over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's about it for that one, I think.
Yeah. Question 5. What advice would you give to fans who like films but never have been to the cinema before in their life?
Well, if there was any advice I would give, then I guess it depends on the films you choose. Which ones stand out most interesting? Ones who look real good. Like for instance, if we saw a recent Fast and Furious movie, then I would recommend a good choice to see it. Or say, I don't know, Godzilla vs. Kong. Apparently that is meant to be like a rather good quality.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So,
is, yeah. But we've never seen it yet.
well, I would give it a 10 out of 10 recommendation, even though I myself never seen it personally. But to all those out there, I'll give that a try.
You're a legend, Daniel.
Nah, I'm no legend. I think there's only one man here who's the king, the hero, and a podcast warrior. And that is you, man.
I don't know if you've seen the film because you're a film reviewist and you get everywhere. And and you're film reviewist. I don't know if you've seen the Spectre film by Bond. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that one at cinemas once before it got released out. And that was, of course, over 5.5 years ago.
I don't know if you saw that film at cinemas.
I did. If you're referring to Spectre, I most certainly have, and so was Josh. We both went there together with his dad, and I think his sister went along with us.
Was it a good film?
Yeah, it was pretty good, to be fair. But I mean, as good as that seemed, out of all films with Craig, I think Casino Royale would top it for me.
What
favorite one.
disappointed you about Spectre?
Well, I think the same as anyone really. It's James Bond. You know, who can miss that?
What didn't you like about it? Sorry.
Well, I think the car chase could have been a little bit better, but then again, not bad. I think not bad.
Have you ever seen the Bourne films?
I've not seen any with Sean Connery or any of the others, apart from one
Jason
with
Bourne, I mean.
Oh, Bourne. I saw the one that was released back in 2017, but I've never like watched the rest before it. So I have no idea.
The first one.
So from that one, I'm guessing released in 2001, 2.
Yeah, I'll have to double check after we finish this.
Okay then. Any more questions?
No, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us, Dan. Do join me again soon for another podcast here on the Ben Lister and Friends podcast. Do join me again soon for another guest. But first, please give it up for special guest and film reviewist and a great friend of mine, Daniel Smith.
Thanks to all those members out there, to anyone who's listening. But I'll say this as well. If you're a true fan of films, take every opportunity you can. After all, you only live once, so make the most of it before you end up kicking the bucket. Consider this my best advice to everyone out there. And thank you for having me. It's been a real pleasure and a real high honor. So thank you all. Thank you. And most of all, thanks to you, Mr. Lister, having me here. Appreciate
it. If ever we get a chance to do this again, I'll come to you next time.
Sure, I'd like that a lot. I would.
We'll do it with the 2-meter stick microphones next time.
That's fun. Happy to do that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for listening, and that's a wrap. This is Ben Lister. Hope you enjoyed that first episode of the BL and Friends podcast here on YouTube. Hopefully I'll hear from you very soon. My first episode was with Daniel Smith. Do join me again for another edition of the Chatbox podcast very soon. But for now, thank you very much for watching this podcast. And as I always say, please like, subscribe and all that. And yeah, that's a wrap.